Manga-Waido.
I'm Eiko Motegi. I've been married for 8 years, but we have no children and we both work. My husband Tsuyoshi was a bit selfish, but he was kind for the most part. And above all, my in-laws are very nice people, and I had a happy married life. But my father-in-law, who was in good health, passed away suddenly last year from a stroke. My parents-in-law were a very loving couple, and my mother-in-law lost her energy after the loss of her husband and gradually became weak. Lately, I've been feeling heavy, and my knees are aching. I wonder if I'm getting old. Won't my husband come and get me soon? Mother-in-law, please don't be weak. You still have a long way to go. One day, while I was spending time encouraging my mother-in-law like that, my husband suddenly said something like this.
I decided we're gonna move in with my mother.
What? Move in?
I mean, we have to take care of her, don't we? Isn't it hard for you to go there every day?
That's true, but I mean, you make it sound like you don't really care. You should help out a little too.
What? I'm busy with work, so it's okay if I move out next month, right?
Next month? Wait a second. I'm working too and moving in together so suddenly.
All right, I hope you too.
What's with that tone?
Okay, it's decided then.
Is it because his strict father passed away? His selfishness got worse, and lately he's been treating me like a servant. On top of that.
Well, that's nice of you. You're moving in to take care of her, right? Working and taking care of your family all in one. Well, I couldn't do that. It's a family thing, of course I would. Eiko, that's enough. You must be tired. Take a rest. I'll take care of the rest.
What? Oh, okay.
You're so kind, aren't you? That's not true.
What's with this attitude? That said, I couldn't have a martial quarrel in front of all of them, so I had to stay quiet. After that, the move was completed as Tsuyoshi had planned, and we started living with my mother-in-law. He had a point in moving in together, and above all, I couldn't leave my mother-in-law alone. From today on, we're going to share the responsibility of taking care of your mother-in-law, okay?
About that, it's better to have a woman take care of her, right?
Huh? What do you mean by that?
I mean, taking care of her, changing her. She wouldn't like it if I did it, would she? I'm just trying to be considerate.
You're not gonna force it on me, are you?
That's a rude way to put it. I'm busy with work.
Work? I'm working too.
No, I make more money than you. You contribute just as much as me when you look after her.
Contribute?
Oh, you're so easily offended. I'm going out for a bit. Take care of the rest.
Hey! I guess Tsuyoshi had planned to force me to take care of her alone from the beginning. The thought of divorce immediately crossed my mind because of the selfishness of Tsuyoshi. However, I couldn't leave my disabled mother-in-law alone, and that day I began my life as a caregiver all by myself. Mother-in-law, food is ready. It's hot, so please be careful. Eiko, thanks every day. Are you eating properly? You look a bit gaunt. Not at all, I'm fine. Eiko, you don't have to take care of me all the time. I can have my daytime helper take care of me at night. If it gets too hard, I'll talk to Tsuyoshi-san about it. I wonder what Tsuyoshi is thinking, letting Eiko do all the work. Thank you for your concern. I don't mind taking care of my mother-in-law who's been good to me. Rather, the presence of my mother-in-law who cared for me was the only thing that saved me. Such a kind mother-in-law said apologetically one day, Eiko, thank you for everything. At least let me pay for your living expenses.
Oh, is that all right? Well then, how about 100,000 yen a month?
We can't take that. What are you talking about? Eiko, it's fine. You can use the money to hire more helpers, right? Mother-in-law.
Mom said so why not? Then Mom, please transfer the money to my bank every month.
But not only did Tsuyoshi not help with the care after that, he never showed any signs of using the 100,000 yen for his mother or for our own living expenses. Moreover, he was out late at night on weekdays and was away on weekends more and more often. Eiko, are you sleeping okay? I don't know if I should be the one to tell you this, but... Sure, go ahead. Eiko-san, I can't look at you like this. Why don't you increase the number of hours your helpers work with that 100,000 yen? Actually, that money's also managed by Tsuyoshi, and I don't know what he's spending it on. I knew it. Yes. Eiko, please bear with it a little longer. What? Bear with it? But at that time, I still didn't understand my mother-in-law's true feelings. And sometime later, I'm going into a nursing home.
A nursing home? No way! We can't just kick you out of here!
I'm not going to change my mind.
There's no way!
Tsuyoshi, let's hear what your mother has to say.
Eiko, come over here!
What?
We'll lose her inheritance if she goes into a nursing home.
Inheritance? That's not the point.
Mom pays us $100,000 a month. You should be doing your job.
What are you doing with that 100,000 yen you're not putting into the house?
Anyway, this conversation is over. Mom, don't worry. Aiko will take care of you as usual. Anyway, you can't leave your family.
After saying that, Tsuyoshi left the house as if he was running away. I was stunned, and my mother-in-law opened her mouth apologetically. Eiko, will you calm down and listen to me for a second? Yes, what is it? Then my mother-in-law told me a shocking story. As I was shaking with shock, my mother-in-law further told me, Eiko, I have an idea. And we decided to put a plan into action from a later date.
Huh? You won't invite my colleagues? Why?
Because they've always been so good to you. Your mother-in-law wants to say hello too, so I'm gonna cook a big dinner, okay? The elderly is all alone. I'm bored with the same day after day at home. Why not from time to time?
If you two insist, well, sure, maybe it's a good idea.
Tsuyoshi looked as if he had an idea and agreed to our proposal. I'm sure he's planning to show off his nursing care in front of his colleagues and appeal to them that he's a good husband. I chuckled inside as I got everything ready. And then on the day...
Mom, you want a drink? Oh, you need to go to the bathroom. Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine.
You're really lucky to have such a sweet son. No son nowadays would move in to take care of you.
You're right, I should be thankful.
What are you talking about? We're family, so of course. You're such a perfect guy. I'm happy for your wife, too. He's such a kind husband.
Right? He's so kind, especially to young women, right?
Young women? What are you talking about, Eiko? You tired?
You didn't even cancel the house over there for her, right?
What are you talking about?
While Tsuyoshi tries to play it off, I scatter the photos on the table.
What? This is our new employee.
You're dating this woman, right? You leave your wife and mother who need care to go out and have fun by yourself.
What, are you serious? Can't believe it. It's a misunderstanding. I'm not in a shady relationship with this woman.
Huh.
We can't talk like this with Mom and everyone around.
Your mother knows.
What?
It was your mother-in-law who first noticed your affair in the first place. In fact, that day, my mother-in-law told me about Tsuyoshi's affair. My mother-in-law was suspicious of Tsuyoshi's behavior as he was often absent, and then she happened to see a text message on Tsuyoshi's phone from the person he was cheating on with.
No way, how?
You think I'm completely disabled? I have a limp, but I can get around with a cane, and I can do everything to some extent, albeit slowly, you know?
Really?
You didn't want to get involved in her care, and you weren't interested in her condition after all. Tsuyoshi, you left your phone on the table when you left the house. The ringtone kept ringing, so I looked at the screen to see what it was. It just so happened to show a message from the person you were cheating on with.
No, that was a text from a friend. She said she just sent it to me as a joke, and this picture was just a junior female who had too much to drink at a company party, and I was letting her rest at home.
There's no point in coming up with excuses now. My mother-in-law and I had a detective check everything.
The detective?
You invited this woman over every day and you basically lived together. You were forcing Eiko to do everything for you so that you could have fun with your lover, weren't you?
Is that true? What a scumbag.
You're too loose around the edges. I don't know how you spend the 100,000 yen you get from your mother every month. You always come back in the morning and you're never around on weekends. It's like saying you're having an affair.
It's not fair to use a detective.
What are you talking about? You put all the responsibility on Eiko and you go around cheating on your wife. I didn't raise you like that. I can't do this anymore. It's a divorce. Here, the papers. I've already signed mine, so sign it here and now.
Damn it, fine. I'll divorce you if you keep talking like that. I was gonna marry you anyway.
Congratulations, but does she know that you're infertile?
What? You said your wife was infertile.
No, that's not true. He's the cause. Yes, the reason we didn't have children was because of Tsuyoshi. I suspected he was playing the role of a nice husband, telling everyone around him that I was the cause, so I finally peeled off his true skin. I'm also gonna charge you and the other woman alimony.
Damn it! I'll pay you alimony or whatever. I'm gonna get my mom's inheritance eventually anyway.
You really are a pathetic guy, aren't you?
What?
I'm not giving you any of my inheritance.
What? Why? I'm your only son!
You treat me like I'm a nuisance. You force Eiko to take care of me alone while you have an affair. Such a person is not my son. I'm cutting ties with you. I will leave all my inheritance to Eiko.
No way! I'll take good care of you from now on. Just give me my inheritance.
You're such a jerk declaring your intentions for your inheritance.
It's not like that. I didn't know you were such a scumbag. I'm disappointed in you. Don't talk to us anymore. I don't want people to think we're colleagues. Hey, wait a minute, guys.
Well then, please sign the divorce papers.
Aiko, please.
Hurry up.
Dad.
Then our divorce was finalized. I was able to receive solid alimony from both Tsuyoshi and his lover. Rumor has it that Tsuyoshi left the company after people lost trust and looked down on him as the worst cheater who laid hands on a new employee. Of course, he was also kicked out of his parents' house, so he's now living in poverty in a tiny apartment. Meanwhile, my mother-in-law's in a nursing home as she wished, and she and I continue to have a good relationship. I politely declined the inheritance and asked her to use it all to help herself have a meaningful life. I'm now excited about my second life, thinking of remarrying when I get settled. I would like to continue to cherish my relationship with my mother-in-law.